Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you whenever you're watching this. And as you can see, we are back with F1 content, this time on F1 24. So basically, to put into context, first of all, I would like to apologize for the 1 year hiatus from the Formula 1 games. Now I've just been busy with exams, and now I'm free, and I've decided to make full use of my time by coming up with this project with my dear close friends. So to put into context, me and my close friends have decided to do a championship during this month of Ramadan, the fasting month, and this is called the Ramadan Championship, where we do one race per day of the fasting month. So there are 24 races in the official F1 calendar, and there are 29 days of Ramadan 29 days in Ramadan this year. So there will be 5 extra days which we can use to observe the season break, mid-season, or we could use it as just breaks in general if we are burnt out. So, and yes, as you can see, we are doing the full race distance. So each race is 100% race distance, and this time it's the full race distance around Bahrain. 57 laps around the Bahrain International Circuit, as you can see with the 5 red lights, and I am representing Mercedes, replacing George Russell, and it's lights out, and away we go. We start on the soft compound tires, getting a good run, heading around the outside, trying to make moves around the outside. We are 3 wide momentarily as there's a yellow flag. I think one of my close friends in the Ferrari was held up for a bit behind because of the AI squabbling with each other heading into turn 1. But as you can see, we made quite a clean start, heading into the first sector of this lap, of the opening lap. As we try to go for a move down the inside of Nico Hulkenberg, we go up to P6, but we do get quite a bit of a shambolic exit there. But anyway, it's fine. We just try to make moves here and there, one car at a time, and try to finish as high as we possibly can. Before anything, the difficulty on this race was 97 AI. I know it's a bit slightly lower than my standards, but we had to, find the average difficulty so that everyone could have a chance to compete. So it's just fair, and basically just fair. So as you can see, we thread the needle between Oscar Piastri and Zhou Guanyu. Yes, we are using equal performance so that the only variable in this championship is just the driver's abilities to basically just drive the F1 car. As you can see, for the second time in this race, my dear friend Onyx Soul sets the fastest lap of this Grand Prix. And just a long story short about him, he does have the qualifying pace and the 1 lap pace, but let's see whether he has the race pace. But we do take the fastest lap from him, so maybe just a foreshadow of things to come. As you can see, Lando Norris moves down the inside last minute, so we had to move under braking on the outside so that we do not hit the rear end of the McLaren. As you can see, we try to go up with DRS, and it's a very tight 3-way fight between the top 3 for first position. And you try to go around the outside of the McLaren, and we take 3rd place for Mercedes, heading into the start of Sector 2. And as of now, the 2 Red Bulls are locking out the front row. Good start for Red Bull as we head into turns 9 and 10. Still very early doors, as you can see. Massive lockup from the front left of the leading Red Bull, my dear friend Onyx Soul. As now we have DRS on his teammate Max Verstappen, trying to go right around the outside, trying to carry the speed, squeezing him just a little bit, and we do make the move done. So took us just 5 laps to be right behind the race leader. Hasn't conceded first position yet. Pretty dominant in the early grand scheme of things, in the early doors. So basically you could just see how much pace my fellow comrade has behind the wheel of that Red Bull. And yeah, in time trials he's actually pretty quick, and he's also fairly new to the F1 games. As you can see, I wanted to go around down the inside of my dear friend, but since there were yellow flags, I had to observe those yellow flags, so I couldn't go for the move down the inside. As you can see, Max Verstappen's out of the session, most likely a component failure. But now we are back in green flag, so I have to catch up. And Onyx Soul almost loses the car mid apex. And yeah, just trying to pick up the scraps here. As you can see, there are yellow flags on that Ferrari, and there's a full course safety car. And the one that caused that was that Ferrari, as you can see in the map, heading towards the final 2 corners. So that's one of my other close friends. He's also much newer to the sport than my dear Onyx Soul. So, and he also hasn't had much practice, which explains why he was that far behind. But since this is just a friendly championship and just friends having fun, we don't really mind, basically. So as you can see, me and Onyx Soul go for an early pit stop to take advantage of the safety car. But all the other soft runners, except for Nico Hulkenberg and probably 1 or 2 other drivers, chose to stay out. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they did that, actually, because now the softs in the long run are going to put them on the back foot, and with time and patience, our hard compound tires are going to do us some good services. And as you can see, we're back into green flags. We're past Lance Stroll, past Onyx Soul, and past Lewis Hamilton, my teammate, heading into turn 1. So a triple overtake heading into the first lap after the safety car. Good performance from me. One of my favorite overtakes, even though the AI difficulty is a bit too low for my standard. But we move. As now heading into the end of lap 9, we do give Charles Leclerc a bit of a love tap on his rear left tire. And yes, damage isn't on. I mean, because it's not like an actual championship, you know. So like, just having fun, nothing too serious, as we go for a double overtake, not only on Charles Leclerc but also on Alex Albon in the Williams, trying to fight for P11 as we go side by side, heading into the exit of turn 3 and into the braking zone of turn 4. And I do have the upper hand. But Albon also tries to go for the switchback, but we hold the position, so P11 for us, and we still have the fastest lap. Heading towards the end of lap 10 into lap 11, we are now behind Esteban Ocon, the Alpine driver, and we do have DRS, and Ocon's tires are not doing him any justice whatsoever. And we sell the dummy to him, and we go right around the outside, trying to carry the speed of my Mercedes through into turn 1. We overshoot the corner a little bit, but we do carry the speed, which gives us the advantage on Esteban Ocon, and we do secure P10. And we also have the extra point for the fastest lap, of course. And this is not a very common sight to see. Logan Sargent in P9. Quite surprising that he could qualify that high, but of course I wouldn't know the difficulties of being an F1 driver, so I can't speak too much for myself. But we do complete the move, and it's P9 for myself. Heading into the end of lap 11 into lap 12, we are behind the Haas of Kevin Magnussen, doing the same move once again, down the inside, braking just before the 100-meter board, and we succeed once again. Yes, I think you can see that this is a common theme now, going down the inside, heading into turn 1 at the start of each lap, because we do it again, this time on the V-Cub of Yuki Tsunoda. And right around the outside, we have the upper hand, and with DRS we are able to get away from the Japanese driver, which secures 7th place for us. And now we're right behind we are right behind the Kicksauber of Valtteri Bottas, former Mercedes driver. Oh no, not former Mercedes driver, because he's the reserve driver. So yeah, welcome back, Valtteri. We miss you. Anyway, we go past him on the outside, taking 6th place, but he does get a run on us down the inside. Or should I say, get the run on me, not us. Whatever. But we do retaliate with a move around the outside, and we do give him a love tap on the end plate of his front wing. But since no damage, both of us got away with it scot-free. As we now head into lap 14, we do have purple sector 1, and we have quite the run on Pierre Gasly in the other Alpine. As we go for a move down the inside, we do overshoot the corner a little bit, but we manage to keep the car between the white lines, and that's fifth place for us. So now right ahead of us is none other than the youngest rookie of the season, Fernando Alonso. We do give the Aston Martin quite a few love taps on the rear end as we do make a bit of contact. Thankfully, Alonso didn't lose any control as we make a last-minute move around the outside. A very daring attempt right around the outside, trying to carry the speed through, and we managed to do that against the Spaniard as we now take 4th place and just one position shy of the podium. And now we're right behind the other Sauber of Zhou Guanyu in 3rd place as we go down the inside of the Chinese international.
Yeah, it's only 3 months.
Amazing overtake. Oh, and we do lose the rear end a little bit, probably because of the wheel spin, but we make the move anyway, and that's the most important thing. As you can see here, we send Lando Norris down the inside line, and we're able to carry that much speed heading into the final corner. As now we progress into the next lap, trying to go past Oscar Piastri. We do the same thing like what we did on his fellow teammate, giving him the dummy and going right around the outside, and it succeeds for a second time. And now we take the lead of this race on lap 17, and coincidentally lap 17 is when the soft runners were originally supposed to pit, but since most of the drivers have yet to pit, they are going to pit this lap, so I have nothing to worry basically. Just keep driving and keep doing my thing. But we do fast forward to lap 21. As you can see, Yuki Tsunoda is out of the session, and as you look at the top left, my dear friend Onyx Soul is now up to P2. If you're asking where he was actually right behind all those cars. So he was right behind all those cars when I was fighting for the win. But he didn't have to worry too much anyway, because he did follow me into the pit lane for the hard tires during the safety car. As you know, I actually progressed all the way to lap 34. Now at the start of lap 35, and my friend, we'll just call him Reality since that's the nearest word I could find. That's the closest word I could find to his username. He retired from the session, and he was not happy with his progress, and I can understand because I have been there before, and my dear friend Onyx Soul has been there before, so we can only feel nothing but empathy, and we can only show some sympathy. So anyway, we do progress quite far into the race. In lap 40, now the start of lap 41, we head into the pit lane for our last stint on the soft tires, our second set of soft tires for this round. And yeah, we are pretty much set. We just need to keep the car on the track and don't do any mistakes, and possibly get a stronger, faster lap. And my dear friend Onyx Soul also pitted for softs. Actually, he pitted earlier than me because he couldn't survive on his hard compound tires, probably because of tire management issues, but it's okay. Everyone has their own battles, don't they? As you can see, he does take the fastest lap, a 1 minute 31.641. And I did tell you earlier, he does have the 1 lap pace, as I take it back from him with a 1 minute 31.530. As we now head into turn 1, as you can see, the Red Bull just going past, and he takes the fastest lap. This is starting to become a theme, I know, I can see that. Like, me and him just keep exchanging fastest laps here and there we go. There we go, we got another fastest lap, a 1 minute 31.0, just shy of the 1 minute 30s. And now heading into turn 1, and yes, you guessed it, he takes the fastest lap once again, this time into the 1 minute 30s. And we go take the fastest lap from him again. It's just end-to-end fastest laps. Instead of end-to-end football, we have end-to-end fastest laps. And oh dear, we lost the car there, but thankfully we didn't spin out. We still kept the car on the track, and we still do have the fastest lap, and seems like the fastest lap is going to belong to me. And not only is the fastest lap going to belong to my name, the first win of the season is also going to belong to my name, as we cross the line for a win for Mercedes and a fastest lap as well to add to that collection. So a good start, a really good start. As you can see, I was very ecstatic and jubilant over this dominant display shown by yours truly. As you can see, Onyx Soul crosses the line to take the second place spot. And as you can see, a very happy and cheerful the Fat Boy taking the podium positions from, not podium positions, taking the win from 13th place at the start of the race. As you can see, he's very happy, and oh dear, I hope he's spraying sparkling water, not champagne. I do not condone this. I never want to spray champagne. I hope this is sparkling water, but oh well. We took the fastest lap, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing much actually happened in this race, just me keeping the car on the track during the hard stint. And yeah, we just did our job. And nothing bad fortunately had happened to us. So yeah, first win in the first season. And yeah, just a dominant display. And my dear friend Onyx Soul is not that far behind, sitting in second place in the standings as of now. But of course, this is the first season, still early doors, so so it's not over yet, of course. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's round 1 for you of the Ramadan Championship, finishing the Bahrain GP with a first win. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching if you stuck to the end of this video, and I'll see you for round 2 at Saudi Arabia for the Saudi Arabian GP at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. And for those observing Ramadan, have a good month ahead, and peace.